Alright guys, pictures up.
Pictures up.
Pictures up.
Let's roll sound.
Rolling.
Rolling.
Sound speeds.
Camera speeds. 2. Awesome. Take 2. Mark.
Set up. Ready?
Set. And action.
Welcome to the Penn Cinema Podcast, your behind-the-curtain connection for movie news and reviews. Now, here are your hosts.
Gauging force field.
I'm wrong.
No. I've never blown up a star before.
Well, they say the first one's always the hardest. They say that.
Opening cargo bay doors. Releasing the clamps.
Host.
Hello, listeners of the Penn Cinema Podcast. This is the Abacus. I'm here to give you a little bit of a treat. This is the Abacus's best moments for the Penn Cinema Podcast in 2023, or what I would like to call the best of PCP in 2023. So, I'm going to go through all of the moments, all 5 moments that I found to be the best moments in 2023. And I also have an honorable mention. So, are you ready? Sit down, relax, and take in some PCP. I'd like to start off with an honorable mention. While I will have clips of all of these moments for the top 5 to remind you so you can re-listen to them, I decided that the honorable mention I shan't have a clip of, because it was too gross. But I felt like I needed to mention it because I think of this moment in the podcast fairly often. Every day I wake up, no, not every day, but it comes to mind every now and then. And that would be in episode 205. If anybody wants to look it up, it's in episode 205, around the 52-minute mark. Actually, I have it marked as 52 minutes and 18 seconds, where Tony Baloney's mom emails in a moment when Tony Baloney was 6 months old. It's too gross to repeat, so I'm just going to honorably mention it. But it involved Tony Baloney being 6 months old and his mom taking him to the post office, and it also involved a lot of poop. So if you would like to hear that one, you can go back and listen to that one, but I won't make anybody who's listening to this podcast right now suffer through that again. Also, if you're a regular listener, I'm sure you remember that moment. So, moving on to moment number 5. This moment, which is the beginning of my top 5 list, if you take out the honorable mention, is actually an end. And maybe this is recency bias because this is a very recent podcast, but my moment number 5 is at the end of a very recent podcast, episode 241, in which Penn gives some advice on how to spread the word about the Penn Cinema Podcast. And it may be the first time that his advice is something that is literally impossible. Take a listen.
So go ahead and email us there. But if you want to support the show, what's the number one way to do that?
Well, I mean, obviously time travel.
Obviously.
Hey, what I mean by that?
I didn't realize you needed to elaborate.
Right. For those of you who need me to elaborate.
Yeah, on time travel as a blanket statement of how you can support our podcast. Right. No, I'm listening.
Oh, God. I don't know.
What's the number one way to support the show? Flying airplanes.
What I mean by time travel is what you want to do is you want to travel ahead in time, find some poor bastard who has not seen the show or heard the show. Ahead. And then travel back in time and course correct that person's poor life and save them from not having heard the podcast by arranging for them to listen to it.
And clearly the first place you want to look is hospitals because they're probably like dying of boredom.
Right. Bored to death, like Norman Lear.
Exactly.
When he started reading Dune.
No.
And it killed him.
He's just sleeping.
He's just sleeping. Who's Norman Lear?
My mom said he's sleeping. He's taking a nap.
Gammy's got to go now. Gammy's dying.
All right, well, say you don't have a time machine.
If you're not into time, you don't need a machine to time travel, David. We've been through this.
Just sheer will.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're not into time travel, because you're like chicken or something, then just that's your problem.
Yeah.
But you can still support the show.
Chicken time travel.
That's how they become the egg. They time travel to become the egg.
Yeah.
Then they become the chicken and time travel back to do it all over again.
Boom.
That's why nobody can figure out which came first. Because it depends when you ask.
It's called the grandfather paradox.
It's when you ask.
Yeah. So.
Oh my God.
You gonna finish this?
I'm exhausted. If you're not into time travel for some reason, if you have some sort of moral or political or religious objection to traveling through space and time, first of all, you're in denial because we're all traveling through space and time. There's nothing you can do about it. But if you don't want to travel additionally than the time you're already traveling through, then
clearly
use some of your time in present tense
to travel.
To tell a friend.
Yeah, tell a friend. Yeah. All right. Okay, good. All right. Perfect. Well, once again, for the Pencil Podcast,
Penn Ketchum, take care and party on.
And that was an episode released on December 11th of this year. And it's also not the end of this episode, although there was the sign-off. That was just part of the clip. So hopefully you're still with me and you didn't turn off your podcast player. So we're going to go from December 11th, one of the more recent podcasts, to the first podcast released in 2023 on January 3rd, episode 203. We're number 4th, the fourth moment, top moment in my opinion, top moment in 2023 on the Penn Cinema Podcast was while David and Penn were listing their most anticipated films of 2023, and Penn chooses to put a film that was not titled in front of Dune Part 2. Take a listen.
Number 6. Pump those brakes because we got to fast 10 these seatbelts.
Fast 10 these seatbelts? Oh my God. You're going to kill me for number 6.
Oh my God.
Dune Part 2.
It's not even in your top 5. Maybe it's because you have to finish reading the book.
Yeah. I'm deep in the book.
Yeah, sure. Right? Do you know where it is? That's the big question. He doesn't know how to answer that.
Are you up?
Oh,
or am I up?
Was that your number? That was your number 5.
All right, I'm my number 5. All right, are you ready? This one's going to blow your mind. Are you ready? On August 18th, from Universal, untitled buddy comedy.
Just shut up.
I read it. It's true. And I want to explain my thought.
Okay.
Partly just to be funny.
Yeah.
But partly because I want so badly
to have a buddy film. To
have a good, first of all, a good comedy.
Yeah.
And if you're going to make it a buddy comedy, they say buddy and you immediately think of two guys, but it could be,
2 gals.
It could be Sandra. It could be Booksmart. It could be Sandra Bullock. It could be Heat. Melissa McCarthy. It could be so many people. It could be a man and a woman. Like, it doesn't matter. I want desperately for this year to have a proper comedy movie. And if it's a buddy comedy, then by God, I'm on board. So, come on, Universal, do me solid.
Do you solid.
Make this a good movie, please. I'm begging you.
Well, I might have found that funnier than the hosts, but wow, picking an untitled film over Dune Part 2. Well, we all know that Dune Part 2 did not come out in 2023, but thanks to the longest Andrew, we got some information on this buddy comedy. It's called Please Don't Destroy, and while it was released in 2023, it went directly to Peacock. I'm sure Penn would change his opinion now if he had to re-rank that. Moving on, the third in my list of top moments of the Penn Cinema Podcast in 2023 is one that I was heavily involved in. And while I was heavily involved in it, I still think it deserves to be on this list. But Anybody can make their own list if you disagree. So I'm talking about episode 203. No, that's wrong. It's episode 226. 203 was the one we just did. 226, episode 226 on July 31st. And this is the live show at the Complete Inbox store in Ephrata, Pennsylvania, the video game store. And David and Penn had an ongoing week-long debate about a certain mall chain store called Hot Topic. Why don't we just go ahead and take a listen to the result of that, the end of that debate. Oh, I should warn you that there will be wishes within wishes, because while this clip itself, while I use a wish to indicate the clip, this clip itself has clips of past episodes in it. It's like the Penn Cinema podcast Inception, Penception going on. Hopefully it doesn't get too confusing. All right, here we go.
Yeah. Are you ready for we got something special planned.
I've been looking forward to this, studying.
Well, first
I've been up all night.
Let's get started with something a little bit different here.
Uh-oh.
All right. I just want to point out.
I already hate this.
Yeah. There's something like, you can go ahead and sit down if you want. We got the Abacus here, who also helped with a little something else. All right. Let's just think back a little bit. All right. I just hold on.
Why do I feel like I'm being set up?
You might be. Yeah. Let's think for a moment.
All right.
Previously on the Penn Cinema podcast.
You might have remembered, if we look back a little bit, previously on, hopefully the audience can hear this from the speaker in the other room, but there was a little bit something you were not sure of. Let's review.
I call BS on this. Bullshit.
The Hot Topic joke is something I've done before.
I'm sure you have.
Never.
Yeah.
Not on the show.
Never.
Oh, 100%. It comes from the
0%.
show.
Abacus.
100%. Bring it
Back me up. Back me up. Big O. Back.
Yeah. Yeah, you put a call out to the Big O, who's here today, thankfully. You wouldn't recognize because you don't know who he is, because you constantly think the Abacus is the Big O, right? So he's fully in disguise. But you called him out anyway, even though he downloads the show because he's faithful, but he tells me I don't listen to it. Right. I just download it for your numbers because he's that kind of supportive person.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's continue down this journey.
No, I don't like this. Don't we have places to be?
But, hold on. There's a little bit more. Hold on.
I'm doubling down. I stand by my position that you have never made the Hot Topic joke on this show before.
What? Now, is this...
This is free for all. Anybody. It doesn't have to be Abacus. Anybody who wants to write in a voice memo with a nice little transition between... First of all, that was a really nice touch.
That was smooth.
That was really nice. Anybody who wants to prove me wrong, I'll give them 4 tickets as well. I don't think I'm wrong. I don't remember you ever making Hot Topic jokes on the show.
Yeah. But then...
Maybe you make them in your life so frequently that you think you've made Hot Topic jokes on the show. You have
in
not.
My regular life because I make them on the show.
Negative. That's false.
You were pretty
You're imagining
hardcore about this, weren't you? But it didn't stop there. I think the next week you came back with maybe a little bit more.
Find a way to go down even more.
You were like, I've never been proven wrong.
Right.
I'm the chosen one.
Well, no, you play what you want to play, but what I remember is nobody wrote in to
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
it never happened.
They knew how wrong you were.
I also think it's interesting the absence of notes this week from people rushing to your defense.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Sticking with it, aren't you? Yeah, that's crazy. Here's the thing. Where could this be going? I wonder.
Tell me the thing, David.
The Abacus straight up said you were wrong, but he didn't want to prove you wrong because he doesn't want to hurt your feelings.
You don't know. That's because he's wrong.
Yeah. Right.
You're both wrong.
Here, you might have challenged him in the way that he needs to be challenged. I don't. But if only the Abacus had put in the work.
If only there was a way that we could once and for all demonstrate.
Yeah. And I believe, was it episode 149?
Episode 139.
39. And you listened to
an unhealthy amount of Penn Cinema podcast hours.
In reverse. Yeah. And
See, that's the thing. He had to play it in reverse to find a Hot Topic joke.
I knew that T. Loney was doing the same thing, and he's like, he came to me in tears, and he said, I wanted to find this, and I can't. But then one day, all of a sudden,
you change anything about the name Bonnie and Clyde, it's less edgy. I mean, they're OG. They're the original.
yeah,
Johnny and Clyde is like a step down.
Johnny and Clyde. Yeah, but
You know what would be edgier than
Hot
Bonnie
Topic was like Johnny and Clyde, 10 T-shirts. Stat.
Yes. Yes, Hot Topic was all over that. All right. Yes. Yes, Hot Topic was all over that. Yes. Yes, Hot Topic was all over that. Yes. Yes, Hot Topic was all over that.
Oh my gosh! What? Wow! And I can guarantee that wasn't the first time. No challenges on that, but I can guarantee that wasn't the first time, or we wouldn't have had so easily glossed over my use of such a brilliant joke.
Nobody else wrote in.
Yeah,
I gave plenty of weeks.
he let it open.
And on an episode where he talked about how easy he spites or takes it as spite. Yeah, we have to do this. Please don't ban me.
You begged
my
for
biggest
it.
fear.
He told you twice. And he's like, I don't want to do this. Don't make me prove you
No,
wrong.
I fully respect it. First of all, a couple things.
Yeah,
I have three things I want to talk about.
Okay.
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 First
Three.
of all, making good. Here's 4 passes for the Abacus. Big O.
Congratulations.
Big O. Second of all, I fully respect the work. In fact, my wife, who's here today, she graduated from Mannheim Central.
Yeah.
Right? And you know what they teach best of all in Mannheim?
Drugs.
How to hold a grudge.
Okay. Yeah.
How to hold a grudge. There is nobody holds a grudge like Amy Ketchum.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
You're driving home alone, right?
So I've benefited. Oh, I drove here by myself.
Okay. So either way,
Right.
the cool down period
Right.
is what we're talking about.
It's also not the. I mean, I'm not saying anything I wouldn't say in front of her because
You are literally in front of her.
there is some element of pride that the Barons have for their ability to hold a grudge. In fact, if they determine that you're not adequately holding your grudge, then they'll hold a grudge on your behalf.
Oh.
Yeah. Like,
we'll take this up for you. Don't worry.
Okay.
We got this.
Now the third thing.
Okay.
That I want to say. So first of all, I made good, and then second of
did.
all, I expressed the respect.
Okay.
But I do want to make one closing point. The case that you were making was that there's this incredible run of Hot Topic jokes that has been a thread throughout every episode in the history of Penn Cinema, and it's so obvious that I tell Hot Topic jokes all the time. Now, we had one listener who you tortured and broke down into tears because he couldn't find an episode, and we had one poor bastard who had to listen to 139 episodes to find one mention of Hot Topic.
Yeah. Well, that was the last. I mean, hypothetically, that was the last time.
So you're saying he went in reverse. So you're telling me that the last 85 shows, there was no mention of Hot Topic until 139
I don't
episodes.
know if you remember. After I made the joke, I said, let's just do a cheeky 89 episodes where I don't bring it up. Yeah, that's no big deal, right?
Right. Okay.
It'll be better.
All right. Well, anyway, Okay. So that's not what we're here to do today, but mad props.
Yeah.
Well done.
Way to go,
Very well
the
done.
Abacus.
Yes.
Oh my. How do you get much better than that? But we do, because I have two more that I ranked higher than this. And I'm sorry, Penn, a lot of these might be at the expense of you. Hopefully you do not ban me from your theaters. I just want to be able to continue coming and watching movies and not be immediately identified when I walk in the door and escorted back out. And the next clip that I have for you, number 2, for the 2023 Best of Penn Cinema Podcast, involves a review. It actually takes place in episode 223, July 10th. So this is actually the same month as the previous clip, only a couple episodes before. And David and Penn are doing a review of a film, an Indiana Jones film. And Penn is going on about his favorite scene in the Indiana Jones film. Or was it the Indiana Jones film?
I absolutely loved this movie. And you have to remember who you're talking to. You're talking to a guy who was, 10 when the first one came out, 10 or 11. And I've been a huge Indiana Jones fan.
Yeah.
The character had a huge impact on me. This big adventure, he's seeking adventures. So I loved, this reminded me of when people were complaining about episode 7 of Star Wars, that it was too much like the first Star Wars. And I, at the time, was thinking that's what I loved about this, is that it took it back to the old school. It took it back. This is how I feel about this Indiana Jones. It was a lot like the first Indiana Jones, which I appreciated, I loved. So to get to my best part of the movie, was the train, all the scenes on the train.
Yeah.
The roof chasing, climbing all over the train, the fighting in the train, the tension in the train, and then when the comedy, and when the train is hanging off the cliff, Jesus, that's an exciting sequence.
Yeah.
When him and him and what's her face are trying to climb up it, and then every time a car drops.
Mission Impossible.
What was that? Mission Impossible? No, I'm getting mixed up.
Yeah.
What happens at the end of this train?
They jump off before it blows up. My God.
I just got my two movies mixed up.
The visual disparity between the two films, and you just flat out confused Tom Cruise with de-aged.
No, that was fully aged.
60s version Harrison Ford.
Right.
In a scene where there is no woman, mind you.
Oh, right. Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
Where's the girl?
She's not born yet.
No. Oh, right, because they're trying to steal the half.
They're trying.
It happened at the beginning of the movie.
The beginning of the movie, the first part of the movie.
Right.
Title sequences.
Yeah. That was awesome, though, wasn't it?
Oh, my God. Remember, just your review to this movie is under full suspect right now. That's all I'm saying.
I totally have the movies mixed up.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you a little spoiler. The train sequence in Mission Impossible
is amazing.
Is amazing.
It's so good, you'll think it's in other movies.
You'll start seeing it in every movie where there's a train. But I did love that. All right, you are 1,000% correct.
That wasn't deliberate, right?
That was not deliberate. That was a genuine.
I thought you were trying to pull one over me for a little bit.
Right, and then you realize, no, he's just an idiot.
This is just Penn.
Right, it's just me. But that train sequence in Indiana Jones, was also great.
It is very good.
Yeah.
What's the coming back from that? All right.
Such classic moments. And we are to it. The final moment of the Penn Cinema podcast in 2023. And actually, I do not think I'll ever do this, but if ever you were to rank a top 5 or 10 moments of the entire podcast, the history of the podcast, I think this moment would be on that list. Maybe number 1. I don't know. Because this is a classic. And it feels like it's been set up for years with how reviews have gone, movie reviews have gone. There's been foreshadowing of this because every now and then Penn does not watch the movie that they're reviewing. Very rarely, but occasionally David does not watch the movie they're reviewing. But here it is, the moment when those two worlds collide. Take a listen to the top moment of the Penn Cinema podcast in 2023.
All right, so let's move on to our movie review this week. This week we watched a movie called House Party. Oh, what? Ben, what do you think of this movie?
What?
What's your face like that for?
House party?
Yeah. Did you go to a house party?
I loved the running time.
Yeah? I know that was here's the thing. You were like, I don't want to see these other movies, but let's see this one because of the running time. And then I looked, and one of the other movies was shorter. Yeah. Wait Till the World Ends or whatever. It's 20 minutes shorter.
Right. Well, that movie is just ridiculous. That movie came out from A24.
Right.
And I gave it really good showtimes.
Yeah.
And nobody came to see it.
Nobody came to see it, yeah.
I didn't give it a clean schedule. They weren't requiring a clean schedule. They just wanted some theaters.
So the theaters are pretty dirty.
Right. Right, exactly. You want to field this one?
All right. We got our two boys, right? Yeah. And
they go to LeBron's house.
they're down on their luck, and they need money. And so they take these jobs as cleaners at LeBron's place, right?
Right.
And while they're cleaning, they're like, they don't know whose house it is.
Right.
Right. They're just hired.
Right.
And they're like, wait, I think this is LeBron's place.
Could it be the king?
The king? And then they're like, he let us get his day planner out. He's going to be out of town. Think how much money we could make if we threw a party here and we charged.
I love that LeBron has a day planner.
Right, yeah. He just leaves out.
Right.
And it's right next to the Dear Diary. Right. I, LeBron James, had a great day today. Oh, jeez. And then so they have this party, and but the problem is it's LeBron James's house, so everyone hears that there's a party going on. So then all of a sudden, like, real celebrities start showing up.
Right.
And they have to figure out how to, like...
That's when she got weird.
Yeah, they have to figure out how to cover it.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, they're charging, but they can't turn them away because then it'll get back to LeBron.
Right.
That they had a party there.
How much Weekend at Bernie's were you vibing out of this movie?
I'd say a good 75 to 80%.
The only thing they were missing was the dead body.
Bernie.
Right.
It was Bernie, right? Yeah.
The Weekend of LeBron's.
Yeah, I wish that was part of the plot line. Right? Who was your favorite surprise guest?
My favorite surprise guest? From this movie?
From this movie that showed up to the party.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. He was your favorite.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're just kidding.
Yeah. My favorite was Carrot Top.
Pat, I'm starting to think you don't know what happened in this movie.
No, there were so many. How can you pick just one?
I feel like you talked us into seeing a movie that you thought was going to be amazing and then didn't go.
Talked us in?
Yeah.
You're saying I talked us in?
Yeah. Because there was a part, if you listen to last week's episode, where
nobody's listening to last week's episode. We got pulled. He got accidentally pulled from the record.
You're like, oh, we really like that trailer. And there's silence, and I'm going like, I didn't.
David.
But you did.
Who was your favorite special guest, Smarty Pants?
Chance the Rapper.
Saw Chance the Rapper. He's pretty great. He's got that cool baseball hat.
Yeah.
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 You know my favorite part of the movie?
What?
My favorite part of the movie was they didn't waste a lot of time boring you with the backstories of the other passengers on the plane.
You already know who LeBron is.
Right.
You don't need his life story in this
right.
movie.
Come on.
Yeah. So you're saying that you didn't see this movie?
I saw a movie. I came in on. You really want to know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you start this movie?
No. David's face, my friends. I wish you could see David's face right now. He is so disappointed.
This movie looks great. Proceeds to not watch it.
Right.
Yeah.
As per usual.
As per usual.
So here's what happened.
Yeah.
What had happened was I had my little planned window of time to watch the movie for the podcast.
Yeah.
As I do every week. Mm-hmm. And I'm rolling up to the theater and I'm thinking about this movie. And then I'm thinking about that movie called Plane.
Right.
And I'm thinking, remember, you're a Seinfeld fan.
Yeah.
Remember when George is in the park and the guys ask him, you want to play Frisbee golf? Do you want to play Frolf? And then he has those little thought bubbles and he's like, Frisbee golf. And then he sees Jerry and the other one, and Jerry's going, what is the deal with Ovaltine? And then he goes and plays golf. I wanted to see Plane.
Yeah.
At the last minute.
Really?
Yeah, and can we give the listeners a little review of? So, all right, how was House Party?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Okay, good. Okay, oh my God! Wait a minute! So if I had stuck with Michael Jordan, you wouldn't have known.
I
am so mad at myself right now. I am filled with regret. I am consumed with regret. Damn. I should have stuck.
I knew I was going to get you. I was like, I'm just going to keep going long enough. Act confident.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I am so mad at myself. Oh.
Oh, my. A classic. I should have mentioned that was episode 206, and it was released on January 24th, pretty early in the year, but it is definitely the best clip of 2023. So, wow. That was great. Thank you for all the laughs, Penn and David, and I hope you enjoyed this best of episode. Do not expect me to do this every year. Maybe I will, but don't expect it, please. Wow. Great times. Thank you for all you do, guys, and thank you for listening. Have a good day.
Thanks for joining us this episode. Our hosts would love to hear from you. To contact the show with your thoughts and reviews, email podcast@penncinema.com. This podcast is a production of Penn Cinema. Escape to the movies at Penn Cinema, featuring crisp digital projection, killer sound, reserved seating, and premium power recliners. With locations in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Wilmington, Delaware, and Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania. Showtimes and tickets available at www.penncinema.com.
That was awesome. Good. Yeah. Great. I'm happy.
It's a cut.